Hey friends, I'm really happy you're here. Today we're going to be playing something called I Remember This Dream. This is a free horror game, and it's an old one. In fact, this is one I just kind of stumbled across. I can't remember what website I was even on, but there was a discussion about horror games and some random commenter mentioned that this was their favorite. And when I read the comment, I realized I had never heard of this game, and at this point, that does not happen often. So, without looking up a thing about the game, I've installed it, and we're gonna go on another adventure together. Before we get started though, I would like to remind you of something. At this point, I hope you realize that you have incredible potential. You bring something special and unique to the table, and I'm not just saying that. Think about it this way. When you're looking at something like a creative or an artistic endeavor, someone's own human and personal touch to something cannot be replicated. Someone else cannot match your art or passion in the exact same way that you produce it. Your unique flair, your human expression cannot be replicated. Now, whether or not you think that something you've made is good or bad, that's for you to decide. But you have to agree with me on that fact. What you do can't be replicated in the exact same way you do it. And that alone means that your influence on something is valuable. I know you have an outlet, a passion, a hobby that you're dying to get back into. Maybe all you need is just a little bit of encouragement. I love you guys and I hope you're safe. With that being said, this is I Remember This Dream. Okay, so here's the game. And I guess we're just in the forest in the snow. The little text says, I've already been here. It is so quiet. I now see the stream every night. But that's how the snow is, right? Have you ever walked in the snow when there's no other noise around? And every night has become a real nightmare for me, webbed from intertwined tree branches stretching out into the dark, endless sky. They nailed what the sky looks like after it snowed. There are very few sounds in this world, but there is one that scares me the most. The sound of bells ringing from far away and leading me through the maze of this nightmare. Bells. And if it's leading you through the... If it's leading you through the maze, why would it scare you? So this game has already managed to take what... I think it's coming from this direction. This game has already managed to take what should be a very peaceful... I keep hearing things. Tranquil experience. And it has turned it into something... creepy. I keep hearing something. So I'm going towards the sound of the bells right now. I thought this was going to be peaceful at first. Are the trees changing at all? It's like the forest is getting more dense. I keep hearing things. I try to walk very fast, but at the same time very carefully stepping on the snow in order not to disturb the surrounding silence. I'm sorry I keep turning my head left and right. I keep hearing sticks cracking, like something near me is stepping on them. Yeah, the forest. I know I heard something. It would seem that in order to make it not look so horrible, one should make noise as much as possible, shout, laugh, and talk with yourself, but the sound of your own voice may drown out other sounds. The sound of a barely heard imminent threat and fear hiding in tree shadows. And that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like when I'm talking to you guys, I'm not hearing something that could be right next to me. And now look at the trees. So it is changing. It's becoming more uneven, bumpier. The trees are barren at this point. But I feel like I've been here before too. Not just in the game, like... I've been in a forest like this before. When it snowed and it's quiet. And you're almost trying to walk in the quietest way possible, but you don't really know why. I feel like I've been here before too. Listening attentively to the squeaky sound of snow under my feet as I walked, I could barely breathe, and only prayed not to hear footsteps behind me. Oh God. What is that bell for? So, to give you guys an idea of what I'm feeling at the moment. Hold on. I now remember everything, the snow, the forest, the blistering cold. However, I know that once I wake up, this cold world would immediately disappear from my memory. Oh! What is that? Oh! I was gonna say my whole body is tensed up. Oh, I just got goosebumps. What was that in the forest? Can I go in this house? Did I lose it? Oh my God, I have... My hair is like standing on ends. Oh. In here? That was the thing I saw in the forest. But this place is not just a figment of my imagination. I've been here in real life. What do you mean? I can't see. What do you mean you've been here in real life? And we know this? Where's the bell? This way. And the minute we get back into the forest... Is there something here with me again? Oh God. I can't remember everything. Dreams and reality don't intersect. You see only the dream world while dreaming. But it's all different in the real world. Have you guys ever had dreams of places that feel like you've been there in real life? But maybe you haven't. This game is really getting me thinking. Only some snatches of my memory, which in some way pass through the boundary between dream and reality, give me confidence that I am in a dream. Where's that bell? Help me out here. Is that moving toward me? It is! There's something there! Ooh! Where's the bell? Small snatches of my memory from the past. I'm listening for the bell. This way. I knew there was something in the forest. That is so creepy. I was 12 then and studied in 7th class. The regional school was located very far from the village where I lived with my parents. It was some hours' walk from the school. Is that where he remembers this from? Is it the school bell? Then who's the figure following me? Oh my god, that's so creepy. Every time I look at it, every morning my mom accompanied me through the woods to the school. She returned every evening to take me back. So I walked with my mom. I know he's behind me. I know he's behind me. At least it's open now. I don't know why that's so creepy. Like the way the game doesn't even introduce him. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. You see a figure all of a sudden. This way. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not going to run into him again. Is that him? I keep thinking I see him, but I don't. I don't know if what I'm looking at is just a tree, a shadow, or if it's the figure. This way. This is so nerve-wracking. Here we go. Wait, what is this? This isn't the school. What is this? As the years passed by, bringing me to and taking me back from school became increasingly difficult for my mom. My dad had to suggest that I stop school, but I insisted to walk alone to school. Is this the gravesite of our parents? Maybe it is. Then who is the man following us? And then everything's quiet again. This is a very special game, isn't it? It really is. I think the bell's this way now. Here we go. I don't know where the figure is. Is that red? What is that? What is that? In the summer, my journey to the school didn't take long. Sometimes I was even given a lift by those driving me to the driving to the city. Everything changed as winter approached. Days became shorter and the road was drowned by an impassable layer of snow. He's right behind me. What is the figure? Why are there red floating tarps in the sky? In winter, I was the only pupil always released by teachers in the middle of classes to leave so as to get home before it's dark. Well, that's nice of the teachers for doing that, but could no one have lent a hand? I can't move. I can't move. What is this? The dream disappears but always returns the next night. What? Okay, I think I got caught before. I don't know by what, though. Maybe the figure was just too fast? I don't know. We're gonna find this place, though. I don't know what those red tarps are, but I think I'm gonna stay away from them at this point. They give me such an uneasy feeling. Already read this, yep. Given a lift by those driving to the city. And then as the winter approaches, things got more difficult. Trying to keep an eye out for the figure. There's those tarps again. But why? I don't know why they're here. I don't know what they mean. Though the road was long, I was very familiar with it. In summer, I often rode on by bicycle with my friends through the woods, but one evening in December, Ah! He was right in front of me. I lost my way while coming back from school. Where? Oh my God. There is something so terrifying about a silent figure in the woods with you. What happened here? The game doesn't even warn you, but that's what makes it brilliant. You just see him out of the corner of your eye and you can't tell whether or not it's a shadow, a tree. You can't tell. This way. I don't quite remember how or why this happened and where I turned the wrong way, but I noticed that the treetops that were recently lit with bright red light of the setting sun were already drowned in the heavy, gloomy sky. There's something wrong with those tarps. They're twitching. I think that's what got us that time. Walking through these thick trees, I can't tell whether or not we're safe or walking toward the figure. What is this? This way. We're close. My heart is pounding out of my chest. Peering into the darkness in an attempt to see familiar places, I struggled to drive away from myself. Frighteningly simple thought that lodged in my mind then. I didn't understand that sentence. I'll never get out of this place. The church. I've never walked so far away from home. Stories by old men were what made me know that there used to be a village abandoned by people many years ago, somewhere far away in the forest, and that since then, the village has been completely abandoned. And look what we found. A church. We were never forbidden to go there. However, whenever my friends and I went far from home, we experienced a strange feeling of anxiety. I know that feeling. At the boundary of an impenetrable thicket through which the sun could not even pass, we turned around, not saying a word to each other, and hurriedly went back. I know that feeling of when you walk too far from home as a kid. What is this? The abandoned church? It's so dark in the buildings. Hello? What is that? Why is that moving? What? Ooh, the figure. Ooh! Okay, I should have taken my hands off the mouse and keyboard, to be honest. Okay, this time I'm running away. Is he coming? Is that it? So what happens now? There was someone in that church. I mean, obviously that was the figure, but... Now what? Now what do I do? I don't hear a bell. I'm just gonna pick a direction and go at this point. So who was that figure then? From my memories. If he's in the dream, then haven't we encountered him before in real life? Isn't that what that means? Huh. I don't know what to do or where to go now. I don't hear a bell, so I'm just following the river. Wait, no, I do hear something. This way. It's a different bell, though. Yeah, I hear something. But everything's starting to sound more sinister around me as well. There's something wrong with the bell I'm listening to. Yeah, something's not right. I'll never forget that house, that cemetery, and that church at the Forgotten Village where I tried to hide from the creepy creatures pursuing me. But I don't remember how I managed to survive and get out of the dark forest. Many years have passed since then, but I still don't understand why this keeps appearing in my dreams. So if that really happened, how did we get out? How are we still able to have these dreams? A massive clearing. Wait. Is this where we started? Oh my god. Is this where we started? I didn't know he was behind me. Now we can see his skull face, though. That actually scared the hell out of me when I turned around and he was there. I'm almost at the border between sleep and waking. It was here that the fear, which I always run away from, catches up with me. Everything is repeated again and again in each of these dreams. This way. Oh god. I feel like everything is like, the tension is just rising and rising. And that thing is still behind me. The figure. But not the pursuing darkness scares me the most. He's right. It's the bell. The bell is what I'm most afraid of right now. And he said that at the beginning. It's the bell that leads me through the maze that scares me the most. And I wondered at the beginning how. That's how we navigate our way out of here. But here I am. Listening to it. Waking up frightens me much more. That brief moment between dream and reality, the moment when nightmare is replaced by reality, but it's still not forgotten, and your regained consciousness has not yet managed to erase the nightmare from your memory. I know that feeling when you wake up from a nightmare. You know that feeling when you wake up from a nightmare. That brief moment where you don't realize it yet. It's terrifying. Why is everything quiet now? So what happens? The figure. There he is. Why can't we see the skull head? I close my eyes and the belligerent monster pounces on me. The disgusting munching sounds as the monster tore the flesh into shreds started waking me up. The night forest fades and the pale morning light emerges. Then I'm enveloped in real fear, lying on my bed, afraid to open my eyes. The fear of the future shackles my mind in chains. The future that I don't even have, where adult life is just an illusion. I'm 12 years old. Outside the window, heavy December clouds bring blistering cold and the first snow. This is the first winter I'll be going to school alone. Lying in bed, I struggled to squeeze my eyes in a vain attempt to retain memories of my dream. I'm waking up, but I must not forget this dream. I must not forget this dream. I must not forget. Wow. That's some powerful stuff. There are many different ways you can interpret that. What that ending revelation was. You could say, oh, he's, a 12-year-old, and the anxiety and fear he's having walking to school alone is causing him to have these dreams of what could happen. Or somehow he's having these premonitions about what could happen. See, that's tricky, and I'm curious to hear your interpretations of this, because I'm not sure. It's implied that we are playing as an adult man, and even at the end it says my adult life is an illusion. So, did he walk to school one day and he was attacked by something? Is this, the fear, there's nothing to fear but fear itself kind of thing? I don't know. But the experience alone is a powerful one. And the way this game makes you feel scared is really so different than anything else I've played. And I kind of get why that commenter loved this game so much. It's wholly unique. Very interesting experience. No sort of typical horror tropes. It's a game about walking in a quiet forest in the snow. Guys, thank you for joining me on another adventure. I love you very much. Please be safe. and I'll see you in the next one.